Hey, wanted to do a last little wrap up on the Smithsonian. It was interesting. I was really glad to be there. I think you guys would really enjoy to see it as well. But it was also, I found myself surprised because I'd heard from the Smithsonian in the past that, or I'd heard about the Smithsonian that, you know, there's no way you can do it in a day. It's really, really huge and amazing, and then, oh, you have to go see it. And as you saw in my videos, like, I was really amazed by a number of the artifacts, especially about the size of things. It was fascinating. They had a number of really great aircraft there and spacecraft there. And then I got to one end of it. I came back on the second floor, went through the exhibits, and found myself very quickly saying, is that all? And, you know, at first that was disappointing, and then I thought about that a little bit more. And I realized that it, you know, for me today, it was actually perfect, because I need to go catch a flight, and I've been really worried about, you know, I was going to have to cut my visit short so that I could make it to the airport. Instead, what happened is I went through the entire Air and Space Museum, saw everything that I thought that I was interested in. You know, didn't read all the text on all the exhibits, but I looked at almost everything. And then I came over and had a nice relaxed lunch, and I'm about to go get in the car and have a nice relaxed drive back to the airport, and no worries about being late. It'll be great. More than that, what I was really struck by is how blessed we are, because the Pima Air and Space Museum is pretty astonishing. I mean, when we think about, people have always talked about the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. It's so amazing. It's got all these great things. The Pima Air and Space Museum is not a lot smaller than the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian has a number of the very rare things, like the Apollo lander, Skylab, that sort of thing. And so when you're talking about, you know, some of the absolute peak treasures of aviation, Smithsonian has them. And I was really glad to see them, but then they don't have an SR-71, and the Pima Air and Space Museum does. You know, and so it's not an entirely one-sided comparison. And so I thought, you know, this is an opportunity to be really grateful about what we have. Not only that, not only did it work out perfectly in terms of my schedule, at about the time that I was running out of things to look at, my back was getting a little sore from walking too long, and it was time to be done. And I was really grateful that it just worked out so elegantly. So here I am. I came back to Quiznos because, hey, Quiznos is not the greatest thing in the world, but if you get to eat at it twice a year, take the opportunity. So I'm about to go get in the car and drive to the airport, and I'll be seeing you guys. Well, I think I'm supposed to land around midnight, so you guys won't see me until you wake up, but I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.